needs, stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM. You can watch our live stream on YouTube or listen to us on the go on the Mixler app. We are at the Hampton Inn today. Just me today, I guess. Jake finally showed up. No Joe, but we don't need Joe today because we got some speedsters in the house. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Some state qualifiers, state competitors, and very successful over there at Eastern Illinois.
Yeah, a couple of state champions over there.
State champions, and we'll get to them in just a minute. But, Coach, coaching track, how do you kind of these kids have been around for a few years, so you know what they're capable of. Going into this year, were there high expectations, and was this something that they kind of planned to do, or obviously it's everybody's goal, but
yeah, I think it was the plan, and I think they definitely accomplished that plan, and that's definitely due to a lot of their hard work. Those kids over there, they earned all the success that they got. Work extremely hard. Their event coach did a great job with them and had them prepared for, the competitions all year long, and they peaked at the right time. And, they were definitely the best athletes in the state in Class 2A. And in some of their instances, best in the entire state.
Now, how many classes are there?
There's three.
Three? Okay.
But there were some of them, some of their times and stuff were the best, 1, 2, and 3A. Even, your big schools up north, some of these kids were, better than all them.
And, you kind of compete against your competition, so who's to say that you go against those faster kids, maybe a faster time. But, it's very impressive what they did. Had some record holders.
Two state record holders, too. So
and a lot of personal bests.
Yeah, seemed like every time they took the track or took the field, they were setting new records for themselves and school records, and obviously at the biggest stage they set some state records.
Being at the biggest stage, maybe the adrenaline's pumping a little bit more and make you kick it in a little faster.
And that's where they're really mentally tough. They're obviously very physical, tough kids to participate in the events that they do, but to be mentally tough to kind of keep getting better and better and better, and beat everybody like they did when they needed to, says that to have the expectations that they did and not crumble under that pressure, to really rise above the expectation, just really says a lot about their mental toughness and kind of athletes that they are.
Well, let's get to them. You guys want to go around and say your name, and then we'll get to how you did.
My name is Becca Heitzig.
Okay.
My name is Reese McEwen.
Okay.
I'm Jude Toft.
My name is Mallory Short.
I'm Garrett Slack.
I'm Brendan Heitzig.
All right. So hand the mic back down there. We'll start with Becca. Becca ran the 800 meter and first place, right? Yeah. Now, is that something that I know it's tough? You finished second in the race before. Mm-hmm. So were you kind of holding back a little bit, just trying to qualify
for
to make
the
it
prelims?
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of did that on purpose because I had the second race, and so when you're getting set up on the track for the final race, the second best time gets to be in the inside lane, and the fastest is on the total outside, so they have to run in a different alley and then cut in, and I wanted to be in the inside alley, so I just did that on purpose. But I knew the person I was competing against, there's other people, but I knew the person I was competing against was good too, so yeah.
So it was a game plan. You're just kind of coasting through, finish second, and get that lane that you want, and then come championship day or state day, then you really kicked it in. You had a pretty big win, right? I mean, it wasn't even close, was it?
Yeah. My teammates always get mad at me because they're like, Becca, why are you nervous? You got it. What? Why are you nervous at all? You can beat her easily. I'm like, I don't know. She's good too. I always get nervous. I'm like, okay. But then I just pushed, and I was like they said.
Right. Well, you always have to be nervous. You don't want to be overconfident. Anything can happen. But your team's pretty confident in you?
Yeah. They have more than I have.
So you participated in that, and then you were also on the 4x400 relay.
Yeah.
And how'd you guys do on that?
We did really good. We beat the school record that my mom was on and everything, and we got second in state against Kankakee, who won the meet, so they were like really good. But we ran 3:58, which beat the school record by 3 seconds. So it was just, everyone did so amazing. It was just awesome.
And what grade you in?
I'm a sophomore.
So you're going to be a junior?
Yeah.
So 2 more championships and maybe faster in the future?
I hope
well,
so,
you set the bar pretty high for yourself.
I know. Why did I do that?
Well, it's just all about competing and, and now you have something to build towards. So is that a time that you can improve on, you think, as you get bigger, stronger, and, more,
yeah.
I guess, more of a game plan so that'd be your game plan next year? What if that's everybody's game plan and everybody's just dogging out there, they don't want to win? But it worked out. It turned out good for you.
Yeah, it did.
So gonna be a junior. Do you play any other sports or just run?
I do basketball and volleyball also, and cross country.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll pass the mic down here. Your name once again?
Reese McEwen.
Reese McEwen. Now, you were part of that 4x400.
Yes, I was.
What leg were you?
I was the second leg.
Second.
And Becca was anchor. So.
Anchor.
And then
okay.
we had Mallory leading off. And Alyssa Company is not here, but she was our third leg, too.
Okay. Now, the 4x400, everybody runs a 400?
Yes, everyone runs one 400 and then hands the baton off to the next person to run a 400.
Okay. Now, not only were you part of that, you're the triple jump.
I am the triple jump,
and
yes.
Where did you place there?
Second place.
Second place?
Yeah.
With a personal record of 11.3 meters.
Yes.
So
that's about 37 feet when you convert it. So
37 feet. It's pretty long, Coach.
Yeah, I would say so.
You think you could compete with some of these kids?
I do not.
So you talked a little bit earlier about they have personal coaches per event.
Yeah, well, in track it's so unique and it's so individualized. You have sprints, jumps, hurdles, mid distance, long distance, throws. So yeah, you can't have, you need a coach, for each one of those events to really be successful. And their coach Johnny Meisner, kind of handles them.
Okay. So how did you, I guess, get into the sport of long jump? There's a triple jump, I should say.
I've been doing triple jump since I was in grade school. I went to Zion, so we were able to do triple jump because we were in a different, I had a different state than the other junior high kids, so I've been doing it for a really long time, and I'm actually pretty decent at it compared to the other people that do triple jump in high school, so I just stuck with it. And then after COVID hit my sophomore year, I realized that I really missed track, and I really wanted to do it more than I did as a freshman. So on my junior year, I got really serious about doing triple jump and wanting to do it in college. So I worked with Johnny Meisner, and he helped me a lot improve on my technique and get me to jump farther.
Okay, now what grade are you in?
I am a graduated senior, so I'm going to be going into college this fall.
And do you have what college, where you're going?
Yes, IUPUI. It's in Indianapolis, and I plan on jumping in college as well.
We know Uwe well, don't we, Lloyd? Yeah. So being a senior, you go out with a bang. So that's pretty exciting, right?
Oh yeah, I think it was a great end to my high school track career. I mean, our 4x4 got a personal record, and we broke the school record, and I personally I had a PR and broke my own school record yet again. So I think it was a great end to a great season.
Absolutely. Well, good luck next year at UEP. Are you going to participate in track over there?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. All right. Let's pass the mic down here. We'll have the ladies first. Toph, you're not up yet. And what's your name?
Mallory Short.
And you're part of the 4x4?
Yes.
And what leg were you?
I'm the first leg.
You started off, so you set the tone.
Yeah, hopefully. Got good.
Yeah. Now, how did you start the race? Were you in the position you wanted to be?
I was right where I wanted to be. We were in lane 5.
Yes.
So I had to make up the stagger and kind of make sure I wanted to be right with the people by me. I was chasing, so I like that better than starting in front and then feeling the people behind me.
Now on the 4x4, do you stay in your lane the whole time?
First runner does.
First runner?
First runner stays in the entire.
And then once you hand the baton.
The second runner cuts in.
In their lane for the first 100 and cuts in at a certain mark.
Okay, now how does that work when you're going to the next pass? I guess that's
Then
what
it's
you
just
thought.
kind of like a
See how they're,
you just kind of fall in.
see how they're lined
Yeah,
up.
it's by position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So what grade you in?
I'm a freshman.
A freshman. Wow, leading it off. That's impressive. They let the rookie, I guess, so to speak, take the first leg. And so, do you run any other events or?
I ran the 400 and I do the 100 and I did I did long jump at the beginning of the year for a while.
So pretty busy, huh?
Yeah.
So now you'll be a sophomore. Do you play any other sports?
I do cross country.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll get to the gentleman. Nice job, ladies, and we look forward to seeing you guys next year, and we'll have you right back here, and then good luck to you at IUPUI.
Thank you.
Or Ooey
Thank
Pooey,
you.
however you want to call it. All right. Start down here.
I'm Brendan Heitzig. We, as a team, we got first in the 4.8, and I got third in the mile. So that was cool.
Let's see. Let's do this. So do you guys compete? I think we had you guys on for cross country, so it's probably going to be a lot of the same questions here, right? You remember coming back here, was it a year ago? Or,
A little over a year. Right.
yeah. So do you guys compete against each other or run against each other or work out, I guess?
I think we work out together, so we push each other pretty well.
Yeah.
Garrett Slack, and he helps me a lot with the speed aspect of training, so he really helped this season. It's going to be sad to see him go.
So you finished third in the mile, 1,600 meter. That's a mile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you guys finished first in your 4x800. So very impressive going against some of these schools. Now, how did you guys fare during the season? I mean, as you guys competed in the Apollo.
For the 4x8, well, we didn't really put in our A team for the 4x8 until actually sectionals. So we were kind of drifting between first and third in the Apollo until sectionals when we went 7:59, and that was the meet record there, and that really helped us out into getting a pretty good seed for state.
So you had a personal record of 4:20 in the mile.
Yeah.
So that's your best time, and that's that's flying, Coach.
Yeah, it's like 65 seconds a lap.
65 seconds a lap. That would, wow, that'd take me 3 days. But that's very impressive. And what grade you in?
I'm a junior going into senior
so
year.
So you'll be a senior. So you got one more year. Play any other sports, or just run?
I'm a big cross country guy.
Yeah.
I like it the most, probably out of everyone.
Now, that's a fall sport?
Yes.
Okay. So see you back here in the fall.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So what leg were you on the 4x8?
I was our second leg, so Drake Rutledge, he's not here. He was our first guy, and then I was the second one who took it from him. He put us in a pretty good spot. We were 8th or 7th, and then so my job was to just hand it off to Juden first, and then he held it and then gave it to Garrett, who when Garrett got it, it was kind of like
It was over. It was a done deal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I guess we'll pass it on to. Let's go back to Jude. We'll kind of go in order here. So Jude Toft, you were the second leg.
I was third leg.
Third leg. Okay, third leg. And what's your personal best time at the 800?
At state, I got 1:59, which was my best.
Okay, that's pretty good. And do you run any other events?
No, pretty much just the 400 and 800.
400 and 800. Which is easier?
800.
400, just an all-out sprint for 400 meters.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Okay.
Not bad at it, though.
Not bad?
No, he's not bad at it.
Any other sports?
No, just cross country and track.
Okay. And what grade you in?
I'm a freshman.
Freshman.
Yeah.
So now a sophomore.
Yeah.
So you're not the little guy on campus anymore. You stepped up a little bit. Okay. And I guess we'll finish up here with Mr. Slack. Garrett, you finished first in the 800 with a personal record of 1 minute and 51 seconds. That's flying. Yeah. So how do you pace yourself? You just, in the 800, I know the 400, like you guys just said, it's just from the get-go an all-out sprint. Can you do that for 800 meters?
No, it's not an all-out sprint. I kind of had to learn the pacing this year because I just started running the 800 this year. I ran it once last year and I got 2:01, and so yeah, I just kind of had to learn. But I think I finally got it down at state to what my best pace was because I kind of crumbled at the line.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do you prefer getting out to a fast start or just kind of hanging back in the pack and then waiting to make your move?
At state, I wanted to lead the whole time, so I went out pretty hot, and then after one lap, a guy passed me, and then with 200 to go, I passed him, and yeah.
Now, can you kind of get a sense on how, like an opponent, I guess, their stamina or how they're going to respond in the last 200 or 300 meters, where you can kind of get a feel of, okay, I can kick it in here and pass them, or it just kind of...
Yeah, you can kind of tell by how they're running, and I think that guy, he put in like a false kick. Like, I don't think he really thought he could outkick me like the whole time, so he just wanted to kind of break me after the first lap, so I just stuck with him, and then
Now, is there any scouting, like, okay, we know what this kid, what his personal best is? Is there any information out there like that to where before the race even starts, you kind of know how your kids compare to others?
Yeah, it's all online. Athletic.net does a really good job of tracking that stuff. And then you get a meet program as well that has kind of a seed time in it. And, these guys know each other, through cross country and other stuff. So they, especially like the top competitors, they kind of know. They kind of know them.
They kind of know. And so what grade are you in?
I graduated.
Oh, you graduated?
Yep.
Where are you going to college?
ISU.
And running?
Yep.
Get a full ride and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you better now.
Almost.
I mean, you're a state champ,
Almost going.
You got to keep their locals in-house here. So what are you going to study?
I don't really know
Not
yet.
decided?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Iowa State, right? ISU?
Illinois State.
So the Redbirds. So what summer plans? You guys got jobs or just kind of hang out and sponge off mom and dad all summer, or what's going on?
I'm going to Florida next week.
Really? All right. Where at in Florida?
Destin.
Yep. We'll be there in August. It's a great place to go. Let's give the mic back here. We didn't do shout-outs. You got to give shout-outs, through the whole season. You've got people there to support you and follow all your races. And you want to give a shout-out?
Yeah, there's so many people I could shout out to.
Go ahead. We got a long show here. Plenty of time.
My parents. Do I need to say their name? Can I say my parents?
It's up to you.
Okay, my parents and Coach Johnny Meisner, Gail Rademacher, Blake Jones, all of them helped me with strategies. Chrissy Short, she's the person I could throw my gloves and hats to during like a 2-mile, just regular 2-mile races at meets and stuff. And Gabe Rutledge. Yeah, there's so many people. All my teammates that aren't here. Yeah. Okay, here you go, Reese.
Thank you. Shout out to my parents who supported me the entire season, all of my seasons of track and field. Shout out to Gail Rademacher, one of the best coaches I've ever had, and Johnny Meisner. He's not fun to work with, but I pushed through. And yeah, shout out to all of my teammates that aren't here, especially the girls team. It was a great season to have and a great team to have a great season with. But yeah. Oh, and Chrissy Short, of course, because she helped me a lot with jumping, especially when I got really frustrated and worried about my jumps and whatnot. So yeah. Okay.
All right.
Just a shout out to my mom and dad and my coaches, because they helped me a lot just with adapting to running, coming from basketball, and so it helped a lot. But also shout out to Julian Baker.
I would like to shout out my mom, Chrissy Short, and my whole family was always there to support me through meets, and all of our teammates are always really supportive and cheering us on and everything, and our amazing coaches, Gail Rademacher and Johnny Meisner.
You're up.
I would say shout out to my family, to friends, to the coaches, all of them, including Johnny and Coach Blake Jones. Shout out to Becca for being a great sister to compete with.
You guys get along, huh?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Garrett for doing some longer events and helping me get a lot better. And yeah, shout out to the team, because just having them work together and every practice really pushed us, I think, to a different level of ourselves.
Nice.
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out just the parents and the coaches and my teammates that just made it fun. So, yeah.
Well, anytime you go to state and bring back some hardware, it's fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the season, it pays off for all the hard work. You got something to show for it, and you guys got to be pretty proud, because, they don't happen too often. And if you think about all the kids participating all over the state of Illinois, and you guys are, we got 4, 6, 7, 8, people aren't here? Okay.
Yeah, 2.
8 people from Lincoln that, finished in state. That's pretty impressive and something to be proud of, and something that you'll remember the rest of your lives. So congratulations. Now, what's the off-season regimen for all you guys? You guys run every day, or do you take a break?
I'm biking right now.
Yeah.
I just taking a few weeks off. That's what my coach from ISU told me to do. So
Gonna be running on the beach down in Florida? Yeah.
Probably not.
No. Probably not. That's fine. I don't do that. I don't either. So. But guys, thanks for taking some time. Congratulations, and we look to having you back here next year.
Also, shout out to the Lincoln Police Department and Fire Department for bringing us in on state days.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's exciting. All right, guys. Well, congratulations, and keep up the good work. And we'll have you back on here in a year or so.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Coach. You got to be pretty proud of what these kids have accomplished. You're going over to Eastern and, spending a weekend over there, and just to have 8 people representing Lincoln Community High School, it's pretty special.
Yeah, and there's actually one that's also not here, Ethan Biven.
Okay.
Ethan was actually an original member of the 4x8 team. And back in it was April, we had Olympia relays. We ran in 8:15 or 8:13 it was, and at that kind of moment we're like, oh man, I feel really good about where we're at. And then he had an unfortunate accident and broke his foot, and didn't come back from that injury till mid-May, early May, and actually never really got. His cardio couldn't get back up to compete at the state level, but we had such a big lead in the boys 4x8 off our seed time that he actually ran in Friday's prelims instead of Brendan, so Brendan could focus on just getting a really good time in his mile later that day. And then Ethan stepped out Friday after Friday's race and allowed Brendan to step back in, which was the plan the entire time. And Ethan did a great job. He tried really hard and worked really hard to come back from his injury. So he's also, in our mind, a state medalist as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you guys have enough confidence into him to put him in there in a prelim, and, he's able to pull through and get you guys the next level.
And, big thanks to a lot of the parents. I know Jenna Crombie was a big part of it, and I know Garrett and Brendan's parents. They had some team meals this year. I think we had 4 of them or so. So that was really cool. Kind of progressing our program now. to match, what other, what a bigger programs, your stereotypical teams would do with team meals and things like that. So, our programs have come a long way, great group of kids. They get along really well. They work really hard. A lot of, you have kids that just run 100 meters. That's all they're really there to do. And you have kids running 2 miles and, winning state championships and breaking meet records, and everybody gets along great and, supports each other. And, it's definitely a lot of fun to be around. It's a great environment and atmosphere that, our parents and our athletes have created.
I think Urban wants his chance here to talk. Urban, you want to give a shout out to Mom or anybody? Maybe your little sister? No?
Yeah, he's shy. He's ready to go home and cut the grass.
Oh, you like to mow?
Yeah, he likes to mow.
Until he gets to be a teenager, then probably not so much. But Coach, congratulations. We look forward, like we said, to have these guys back.
Absolutely.
Got a young team, it seems like. I know you're going to be missing some key seniors. They're moving on, but continuing their career at the college level, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and there's some kids in the hallway, and it's something we got to keep working on. I know, there's some kids that aren't playing spring sports that would definitely help our program. We need some kids to come out and help out in the jumps and things like that. We have a really good team, and we could do some major damage at some of these invites we go to. We just need to kind of get some more participation, so we can score more points elsewhere, so we can start bringing home some team trophies as well. And we got second again at the Olympia relay meets, which is a co-ed combined all relay meet, back-to-back years, second place on that. I know boys, we finished third at the sectional for the second straight year. Got a lot of stuff going, and obviously at the individual level you do, and then at the team level as well.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for taking some time. We'll see you here in a couple months with a different hat on. Football getting ready to kick off for the summer, and before you know it, August, end of August, and opening day.
Yeah, we'll be here. Clinton's about 12 Fridays away.
Clinton, that's the first one up, huh?
Oh, yeah. All right. All we care about right now.
That's right.
Clinton.
Big dub. All right. Well, once again, thanks, guys, for coming out and talking to us today, and congratulations, and good luck in all your future endeavors. All right. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll have more here on the Cheap Seats, WLC at 96.3 FM.
Furnishings in Lincoln has outrageous deals going on now that will allow you to transform every room in your home with top quality furniture like Ashley brand and the full line of Bemco mattresses. Whether it's outfitting your living room, family room, dining room, or breakfast nook, Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln will save you more than the big box store and will leave you money to select the best Bemco mattresses. They're also one.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now. Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick. If you're in the market for a new used car or truck and don't see what you're looking for, please give us a call. We'll gladly let you know what we have coming in, and we'll search for the perfect vehicle for you. Incentives and rebates are changing all the time, and now is a great time to purchase a new or used car or truck. Call us at Grau Chevrolet Buick at 217-735-4444. Visit us on the internet at www.growinc.com, or stop by and see us the old-fashioned way at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Joe Ryan here again. Are you flirting with time on your life insurance needs? Do you really think that you will be in better health a few years from now than you are today? Life insurance rates increase with age. Call me at 217-735-4385 and let's lock in those rates before time catches up with you.
The home of the In-N-Out Oil Change, Four Corners Lube, 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. More with an attitude.
Would you like to get out and enjoy life without pain and without medication or surgery? At Schneider Chiropractic, we have helped countless people achieve this goal. I'm Dr. Alyssa Schneider with Schneider Chiropractic, located at 523 North Elm Street in Lincoln. I invite you to try chiropractic first in order to build a healthier you. At Schneider Chiropractic, you're not a number, and we don't operate an assembly line process. We take the time to get to know you, your specific needs, and formulate a treatment plan that'll lead to a healthier life. Using the latest techniques in chiropractic, sports injury, and pain management, Schneider Chiropractic will get you back on track so you can enjoy life without pain. Please schedule your private consultation by phoning my office manager, Tammy Kirby, at 217-732-2140. We look forward to getting you back on track.
Join the happy folks who choose the beautiful Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln, Illinois. Part of the Hilton family hotels, you'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast served every day, an indoor heated pool and whirlpool, along with competitive rates on wedding and reunion blocks all year long. So don't wait. Reserve your stay at the Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln, or schedule your complimentary tour and consultation for your business meetings and events. Phone the Hampton Inn Hotel at 217-732-6729. That's 217-732-6729, 24 hours a day, and go online to lincoln.hamptoninn.com. Just off Interstate 55 at exit 126 at the Lincoln Hampton Inn. They love having you there.
Hey, this is Tony Semple, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and Shabadoo on 96.3 FM WLCN.
Back to the cheap seats. We are at the Hampton Inn today. Don't you know it's a Jake Johnston in the house.
Good day.
Jakey, what's going on in Jake's world?
Oh, not too much. Getting ready for the summer softball season now that we've rounded that out.
Yeah, and who are we playing with this year?
The Wahoos out of Springfield.
The Wahoos.
Yep.
It's a Wahoo.
The tribe organization. It's just part of the tribes. So you got the Indians and the Wahoos, and they're pretty solid. You know, we got a real nice indoor facility, and they set us up for some nice tournaments for the summer. So
am I going to make you change your name to like the Guardians or something like that?
Who knows down the road, but privately owned. So and they get plenty of players to try out. So
they can do whatever they want.
You know, they make their own calls.
So we just had a bunch of track stars on the show, Jake.
Crazy
pretty impressive,
successful.
huh?
Oh my goodness. You know, you have to argue that they're the most successful sports team Lincoln has had. I mean, in history.
Absolutely. I mean,
in all of Lincoln history.
Yeah, eight or nine kids. Yeah, and that's
bringing home first place and second place medals. I mean, unbelievable. What a run!
Absolutely, and young. Obviously they're going to miss.
I mean, you and I got exhausted just reading about it.
Oh yeah, I got winded there. Just reading all their accomplishments, and I know we had one of our favorite listeners, J Mac. He's wanting to know when the last time you ran a mile.
Yeah, it was about a year ago. And I'm hoping that was the last one.
Yeah. and we're going to have to revert that question to him. When's the last time he ran a mile?
No, that's not fair.
He's probably running a mile right now. No?
Like virtually? Like with like a headset on?
Yeah, not physically.
I mean,
no. Yeah.
His idea of running a mile is jumping in the golf cart and going.
Yeah.
But no,
that's kind of mine too.
Great kids, first of all, and what a successful season, and some really good coaches behind the scenes helping them and putting a lot of time and effort in to those kids. I mean, I know Silky has his line of coaching, and with the track thing, I'm sure it's on the physical side, but there's some coaches that definitely get into it with them and make sure they're on a good regiment to make them as successful as they are, because let's face it, you don't win like that just by, I'm going to throw on some shoes and take off running.
No.
You know what I mean? So,
I mean, it's a year-round sport, but, we asked Garrett, his coach told him to take a few weeks off, you know, because your body has to rest and recuperate, and as they go through that, I mean, it's got to be, agonizing and, stuff, I don't know, because
you're not a runner.
I'm not a runner.
We are not runners.
But, yeah.
Jim is a runner.
Yeah, and like Coach mentioned, all the help behind the scenes, being one coach in all these different events, you can't coach them all or keep track of them all. So you got to have a lot of help, to have a successful program.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, Lincoln Track and Field is.
And Lincoln's had some. Well, currently parents of some of these kids that were extremely successful in track and field, and they've taken to the next step, and they've also jumped in and been right there as mentors and big help with all the kids, and it's just fantastic to see that kids putting in the effort are reaping the rewards, and it's right here in Lincoln, Illinois that you're seeing it happen. So now hopefully we can get that track extended out to 8 lanes and start seeing some home meets. That'll be fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, big weekend in baseball, Jake. Cub Card Series.
Are they playing this weekend?
On. Yeah, Cardinals handed it to the Cubs last night.
Really?
Man.
What happened?
Took a shellacking. I don't know. I didn't watch.
Really?
By the time I got home to watch it, it was over. So, yeah, but series
over
tied up 1-1. So, yeah.
And then doubleheader today, correct?
Doubleheader, yeah. So, 5 games in 4 days for the Cubs Cards.
Ooh.
Now, was that a scheduled doubleheader? I mean, because they haven't played each other.
It's the opening week.
Yeah.
With the lockout.
Huh?
Because of the lockout, they had to get extra games in.
Okay, I forgot about the lockout. We did have one of those, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, but it's all good now, right?
I suppose.
Okay.
How's your Cub doing this year?
Up and down. They're not. Sometimes they're fun to watch, and sometimes they're just like can't watch it.
Really? Unwatchable, Scotty's saying the Cubs are unwatchable.
Well, I'm not saying unwatchable.
For all you Cub fans out there.
Still watching them, but they've got some talent on there.
Well, they've got some youth.
I like that Morrell kid. He's gonna be pretty good. Then you just got some guys you're plugging in, and I'm ready for Hayward to leave. He's just not, he just doesn't.
If I remember, you guys were pretty much ready for him to leave from the first season he was there, and then you liked him again for about a minute, and then you hate him again.
Yeah, he's just bad.
He's had a pretty solid career all the way around.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I know what you mean. He's not really one of those fan favorite guys.
No, and he's he's in the clubhouse. I'm sure he's good. Yeah, but I mean, just I don't know.
Win the World Series.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's wearing that ring,
right? And that's why I like him. It's just time to move on. Because there's a lot of young kids down there in the farm system that putting up some good numbers. So maybe towards the end of the year, bring some of those kids up.
Yeah, the Cardinals are getting a little bit of that right now as well, trying to fill in some holes there and some inefficiencies, and seeing a little bit of success so far early in the season.
Yeah.
So hopefully that can continue.
You guys have some injuries right now, some tough injuries for you guys right now with Carlson and O'Neill. They're not in the lineup right now, but
well, and the talk was that was a big reason for part of their struggles. It was changing their swing at the plate and whatnot, but they're both plus defenders as well, so you're kind of missing that aspect as well in the game. But we're plugging in holes. We've got Donovan, who's kind of a player that can play literally everywhere.
Yeah, he's one of those utility players.
Yeah.
Solid hitter. He's going to come in and put the ball
strike
in play.
out.
Right.
I mean,
puts the ball in play.
That's I was watching one of his bats the other night. He was down. I'm not sure which game it was even. He's down 0-2 and worked a couple foul balls off and then a ball and then another foul ball off, and all of a sudden he gets a walk. I'm like, that was a fantastic at bat.
We got one of those too, and Nick Madrigal. He doesn't strike out, but he also doesn't get hits.
No.
It's ground out here, ground out there, ground out there.
And you got to think, when you're making that much contact, you're just hitting that ball a quarter inch off from getting a solid base hit or double in the gap or whatnot, so you got to think that eventually that ball's going to start dropping.
Start finding some holes and some line drives, but we're still waiting for that. But
it's just an odd thing to see nowadays where a guy has a plus on the walks to strikeout ratio. I mean, it's almost a thing where these players have sold out for the big hits, and to the point that you're not seeing the walks that you should be generating and whatnot, and not keeping the inning alive like you should be. So it is refreshing to see some of these utility players being utilized like that.
Right. Yep, it is. And I don't know, it's going to be one of those seasons up and down where,
I can tell you, the Cardinals, I mean, they're right there in the standings, but at the same time, as a Cardinal fan, you got to be a little bit worried about the rotation, your depth of it. You do have some young kids that keep plugging in and have been somewhat successful, but as they go along, they're going to get a little bit more exposed. You're going to catch a little bit like Liberator there the other night. He was tipping a couple pitches, and boy, he was getting shellacked early.
So he settled in.
Yeah, and then I think they figured it out. And they corrected, and then all of a sudden he's all right. I think he's going to be a solid player in the future for him, but still has a lot of growing to do. And with Wainwright around and Michaelis, you do have some guys there that are veterans that really, I think, are helping these younger kids as well.
Man, we still got 15 minutes.
This is your agenda, my friend.
My agenda, we already went through it. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll have some stuff to talk about. Phone lines are open.
Allegedly.
Phone lines are open. What's the number, Jim? 871-4930. Can never remember. 871-4930. Area code 217. So come on back where you're in cheap seats. WLCN 96.3 FM.
The inventory reduction sale is in full swing at Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln, and you'll save for every room in your home. Top quality furniture for every room in your house will create a stunning new look while saving you hundreds of dollars. Choose from top quality Ashley brand sofas, including recliners, plush sectionals, complete dining room sets, and handsome bedroom outfits fit for a king. And what better than the perfect mattress than Bemco for the best night's sleep. At Jake's Furnishings, all Bemco mattresses are on sale now, including plush, luxury firm, and pillow top models. But hurry into Jake's now, as this inventory reduction sale won't last long. For more details, stop by the Jake's Furnishing Showroom, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 735-1212 and become a fan on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings, make it your own. Spring is in the air, and now's a perfect time to make sure your air conditioner is working in tip-top shape before the hot summer's heat takes its toll. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier dealer, can clean or repair your old air conditioner or install a new one like an energy-efficient heat pump that will keep you cool this summer and warm in the winter. For fast, reliable service 24 hours a day, call Lincoln Heating and Cooling 735-5835. Your home to Carrier, turn to the experts. Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance.
Check out Bad Boy Mowers at the home of the In-N-Out Oil Change, Four Corners Lube, 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Mow with an attitude. Buffing, waxing, carpet extraction, and tar and oil removal. If we detail your interior, it will smell great as well. Your car or truck will look fantastic because our staff has the tools to perform the job correctly, and they know how to properly use them. We have openings now but are filling up daily, so please call the detail shop at 217-732-8583 to set up your appointment so your car or truck is clean and shiny for your summer road trip.
Come join the crowd, family. It's Grow Right Now.
The inventory reduction sale is in full swing at Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln, and you'll save for every room in your home. Top quality furniture for every room in your house will create a stunning new look while saving you hundreds of dollars. Choose from top quality Ashley brand sofas, including recliners, plush sectionals, complete dining room sets, and handsome bedroom outfits fit for a king. And what better than the perfect mattress than Bemco for the best night's sleep. At Jake's Furnishings, all Bemco mattresses are on sale now, including plush, luxury firm, and pillow top models. But hurry into Jake's now, as this inventory reduction sale won't last long. For more details, stop by the Jake's Furnishing Showroom, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 735-1212 and become a fan on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings, make it your own.
Head Start is now enrolling. Give your child the educational start they need. Free first-class early childhood programming with positive educational experiences for children under the age of 5. Nutritious meals and transportation is provided. Let us give them a head start. Contact us at 217-732-2159 or visit us on the web at capsule.info. Eligibility requirements do apply.
This is John Flowers, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and Shabadoo.
Who wants a pair of Knights Action Park tickets? Who wants a pair?
Everybody.
Well, all you got to do is call.
Except Jason Washam will be there every time.
217-871-4930. Give us a call and tell us the answer to this trivia. It's pretty hard. It's a pretty tough one, Jake. pretty difficult.
It was tough for me.
Yeah,
well, I got 2 of them right off the bat. But
and this is from Jim, and it's fairly new because the paper's still intact. I remember the last question he gave us on a sheet of paper. He's been carrying in his back pocket for probably 15 years. This one seems newer. So since
it almost looks like an agenda would. It's that clean.
Yep, very fresh, crisp paper. Since the expansion in 1961, only 6 left-handed pitchers have won 25 games or more in a season. Give us 2. We're gonna make it a little easier. That's a difficult one. I mean, a couple of them stand out.
I got 2, and then threw out a third one that was not correct, and thought 2 of the guys on the list were right-handed. So
there's only
it's definitely
6.
Not an easy.
There's only 6 of them, and you're talking a span of 60 years. And wow, 61 to be exact.
Well, if you know your math. There you go.
I could be wrong, but.
What's that number again?
217-871-4930. Is that right? Yeah, nailed it. I need some tickets.
Since he got the phone number right.
Since I got the phone number right.
Send some tickets this way.
Some tickets. He'll give me tickets in about October.
J-Mac needs to call in on this without checking Google.
Yeah, I mean,
filthy animal.
Yeah, Google is a thing. So we're just gonna sit here and wait for somebody to call in silence.
So you're planning? You got your deck finished?
Somewhat, yeah. Got steps on last night.
Yeah.
Boy, you
went the cheap route with the composite decking, I've heard.
So that's real cheap. But
you know what?
Some money. Save myself some time and headache. Of staining and.
I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing when you can just put those boards down and sweep them off every once in a while. Maybe hose them off because you got some birds, something on there or whatnot, or footprints
dog
from
prints.
the pup. Yep, absolutely.
But yeah,
fantastic, fantastic product. I put one up actually for the ex-wife. Man, it's been 16 years ago, and it still looks like day one. Maybe a little faded, but still outside of that, solid.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for. We stain it about every other year, and that's just agonizing.
Bueno. Yeah, no bueno.
No fun, so we'll go this route. And, that deck's been there for 10, 11, 12 years, and, stuff shrinks and the wood,
Yeah, you have a problem with your wood, are you?
Shrinking. Then you go buy new wood, and it hasn't shrunk. Yeah, it's just a whole nightmare. But, so, and I got to get the pool going.
Yeah.
And we'll all be set.
Well, and then hopefully it warms up above 70 degrees sometime soon.
Yeah, a buddy of mine made like a make-do heater. I'm going to try it out. So
really?
Yeah, you can buy those heaters for a couple $grand, but you can make one for maybe $100 or so. So
I have a good friend that just moved to Florida, and he built his own house and then ended up putting an in-ground pool with a heat pump for the heater. And he's got solar panels, so his bill per month, his pool stays at 70 degrees, or 74 degrees all the time.
So that's a little chilly.
74 all the time, and his electric bill's $9.
$9
every month. $9. He's getting a lanai put over one of those. I didn't even know what a lanai was.
Is that like a vignette?
I guess. It's a fancy screened-in thing that you put over your pool area so bugs and...
Why can't you just say screened-in porch?
Yeah, well...
Why you got to say lanai?
Well, because that's Florida, and they call things fancier names there. Oh. And he called it a lanai. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, what's a lanai?
But it's all screened in, the ceiling and everything. The roof is just screened. But it doesn't let bugs in, and all the
alligators. Keep alligators out of there too.
I think a gator would get through that thing and no problem. It's just like thick screen.
Snakes?
No, they're not getting in there.
Well, then I'm getting me a lanai.
It's nice. It's real nice.
We don't need lanais in Illinois.
It'll probably blow away, especially with the one we had this spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a 4-season room.
All right, the phone lines are still open. I don't know if they're
nobody's calling in.
Jim's
for
over
that
there
question.
Tapping on the phone. Is this thing working? 217-871-4930. is the number to call.
When you heard this question, did you have any, if you didn't look at it, did you have any names that you thought could have been on there? I threw out there Randy Johnson, which was not right.
Well, throwing but left-handed,
and 25 games. 25 games to get to nowadays is pretty. Verlander was right there not too long ago.
But these guys were pitching complete games back then.
These were all.
There was no
complete games.
Yeah, there was no middle relief, or you'd have a relief pitcher, but you didn't.
He was about 150 pounds overweight, was smoking in the bullpen and drinking beer.
Yeah, coming out and throwing 9 innings.
The relievers back then they were underused.
Yeah.
So.
Dodgers,
Phillies.
Yeah, a couple of these are they all Hall of Famers? Do we know that?
Yes.
I know he is. I know half of them are. I don't know these other guys.
4 of them, I believe.
Don't know who they are.
He doesn't know them.
Don't know them.
With an attitude like, hey, you never will.
Nope.
You're not like Lloyd. You're not going up to people saying, hey, you want to do a promo for the Chiefs? Just talking on the microphone.
Here. And it's all Phillies.
You could go to a Cub game.
Could.
Yeah. Jim goes to Cardinal games.
Jim don't go anywhere.
Doesn't invite anybody else.
He takes his dogs on walks.
He does.
He's got a grandbaby now.
Or his dogs take him on a walk, one way or the other. Holy Moses.
In bed by 7:45. Jim's got it down. He's got a routine. Yep. You take Jim out of his routine, watch it. Yeah.
Anarchy, I tell you. It's like trying to go through a stoplight in downtown St. Louis at 3 a.m.
You did that?
It won't change. Well, the stoplight was red. Did not change. We sat there solid 20 minutes, all the time getting a lecture about how if you break the law here, this is where it all falls apart.
So what'd you do?
I yelled at Lloyd and...
Oh, you were with Lloyd?
Said, drive before you get us killed. As the people with chains start walking out of the bar and knives looking at us like, you gonna die.
That sounds pretty shady.
It was definitely in a shady spot of town.
Well, I'll tell you what, nobody's gonna call. I guess we'll give you the answers. Nobody wants to go to tonight's action, or nobody.
Did you guess any of these, or did you just look at it right off the bat?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked at it right off the bat. Yeah. He handed it to me, and I wouldn't have guessed. Maybe I might have got 1 or 2. Steve Carlton, Koufax. That's probably about it.
Would you have gotten Carlton?
Yeah.
See, I thought Carlton was right-handed. I totally forgot.
I probably wouldn't have got him.
I said Ford and Koufax. I knew those two, but yeah, the rest of them I was.
Yeah, we'll say Whitey Ford, Sandy Koufax, Jim Cott, Mickey Lolich, Steve Carlton, and Ron Guidry. That's your answers.
Solid.
How's that for a rotation?
That'd be a solid rotation.
All left-handers. Yeah.
It'd be a bad day for a few.
You said Randy Johnson.
Guys. Yeah. I think Johnson got maybe 22 wins, maybe in his top year. The year he won MVP.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
but that was the only one that I could think of that could have been of recent time, I guess.
Well, it is time to go, Jake. Jim's got it queued up.
We got furniture to be selling.
I'd like to thank our guest today, the Lincoln Community High School track and field team. Very successful.
Best sports season at LCHS history.
It's down. Jake said it here. Jake said it.
Better basketball, better football. I mean, if anybody can,
champions.
If any listener could call in next week and inform us on a season that was better, I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
be some reminiscing on that.
We'll sit around and wait.
There was nothing better. I'm telling you.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at the Hampton Inn. I'd like to thank them for having us today. Next week, we're going to be on air again at 9 o'clock, but just don't know where. Or do we? Jake's?
Maybe Jake's.
Maybe Jake's outside. You got some outdoor furniture?
We do.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Till next week, thanks for tuning in to the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Good day.
The Cheap Seats Live Saturday morning sports show on WLCN 96.